You feel it before you see it. Someone is looking at you. You turn. Your eyes meet theirs for half a second and they instantly look away. And your brain, in that half second, has already asked, was something wrong with me? Did they judge me? Do I look weird? Were they into me? Why did they look away so fast? You'll replay it for the next 10 minutes. They forgot it in 2 seconds. It feels like the most personal moment of your day, but that panic you just felt is a 2 million-year-old alarm, and it has almost nothing to do with you. For 99.9% of human history, that split second of caught eye contact could decide whether you ate, mated, or got cast out. And once you know what your eyes are actually built to do, you'll never see a stranger's glance, your own face, or eye contact itself the same way again. Let's start with the strangest fact about your face, and you're wearing it right now. Look at a dog's eye, a chimp's eye, a lion's eye. You can barely tell where they're looking. The dark iris fills almost the whole eye, and the rest is hidden or dark. Now look at a human eye. Ours has a bright white ring around the iris, the sclera. Big, pale, and exposed. We are the only primate on earth with eyes built like this. For a long time, nobody could explain why. Then, in 2007, a scientist named Michael Tomasello at the Max Planck Institute proposed something unsettling. He called it the cooperative eye hypothesis. The idea, our eyes turned white so that others could see exactly where we were looking. Evolution made your gaze public, on purpose. Think about what that means. Every other animal hides its gaze because in the wild, where you're looking is information you don't want to give away. Prey, a rival, an escape route. But humans went the other way. We put a spotlight on our own eyes so a companion could follow our glance without a single word, a parent and a baby, two hunters, a whole tribe sharing attention in silence. So here's the twist. Getting caught looking isn't a social accident. Your eyes were built, literally engineered by evolution, to be caught. That's the whole point of them. And if this is landing, if you felt that jolt and never had a name for it, hit subscribe and join us. One weird question, answered for real every week. But notice, that answer just made the mystery worse. If your eyes were built to be caught, then why did that stranger rip their gaze away like they touched a hot stove? That flinch is the real secret of the story. And we're not there yet, because to understand it, you need one more piece. First, how do you even feel a stare before you turn around, before you've seen anything at all? That's not your imagination. Deep in your brain, along a fold called the superior temporal sulcus, you have neurons whose entire job is detecting whether another pair of eyes is pointed at you. They are absurdly sensitive. Shift your gaze by a couple of degrees and these cells fire differently. Your brain runs a constant silent background scan. Is anyone looking at me right now? You were built with a stare detector, because for your ancestors, a gaze locked onto you could mean a mate or a predator, and you could not afford to miss either. But here's the mercy in the science, and it's the part that should take the sting out of every awkward glance you've ever had. In the year 2000, a psychologist named Thomas Gilovich at Cornell ran a now famous experiment. He made students walk into a room wearing an embarrassing t-shirt, then asked them how many people noticed. Before I give you the answer, put yourself in that shirt. You walk into that room. How many people would have clocked you? Pick a number, hold it. The students were sure almost everyone had. The real number was about half of what they guessed. Half! And your number was probably too high, too. He called it the spotlight effect. You feel like you're standing under a spotlight with everyone watching. And the truth is, people are barely looking because every one of them is standing under their own spotlight, worrying about themselves. So the stranger who looked at you and away, in their head, you weren't the main character. They were. Which brings us back to the question we buried. If getting caught is natural, if you were barely even noticed, why do they snap their eyes away the instant you catch them? What is that flinch? The answer is one word: power. Eye contact is the oldest status negotiation we have. Hold a primate's gaze too long and it's a challenge. One of you has to look away, and the one who breaks it first has just silently blinked in a contest they didn't agree to enter. We still run that ancient program. When a stranger locks eyes with you and instantly drops their gaze, that flinch is often not dislike and not judgment. It's your presence registering as something they didn't want to hold. Shyness, attraction, being caught, or simply you feeling for 1 second like the strongest signal in the room. Watch for it tomorrow, on the train, in a queue, In the office kitchen, two strangers' eyes brush. One snaps away, and a status negotiation older than language just got settled in half a second, and neither of them knows they took part. Notice the words we still use. We catch someone's eye. We hold a gaze. We call attention itself something you pay, like it cost you. And it does. The word attention comes from the Latin attendere, to stretch toward. To look at someone is to physically lean your mind in that direction. So when someone stretches their attention toward you and then yanks it back, you're not witnessing rejection. You're witnessing how much that half second cost them. And yet, we've turned this ancient, precise, beautiful system into a source of dread. We call it social anxiety. We treat the fear of a stranger's glance like a personal defect to be fixed. But what if it isn't a defect? What if that hyper awareness of being looked at is the healthiest, oldest part of you? A 2 million-year-old radar working exactly as designed in a world of strangers it was never built for. Your ancestors lived among 150 faces they knew. You pass 1,000 you'll never see again. The radar doesn't know the difference. It just keeps scanning. So, someone looks at you, you turn, your eyes meet for half a second, and they look away. And now you know what actually just happened. Not judgment, not rejection. Two ancient stare detectors found each other for an instant, and one of them flinched from the sheer weight of being seen. It was never about something being wrong with you. If anything, it was the opposite. The eyes that looked away told you a secret words never could. For one small second, in a world of strangers, you were impossible to ignore. So tomorrow, when it happens again, and it will, try something, don't look away first. Who do you think would flinch?